Hi guys, this is Christine with Sunny Bunny Gardens. This is my first live TikTok. So I'm gonna just see how it goes today. I've done a couple on Instagram and it was a lot of fun. And so I thought that going live on TikTok might be fun too. So if you don't know Sunny Bunny Gardens, our business is soap making. So we make all organic, vegan, cruelty-free soaps and body butters and lip balms and a few scrubs. So today I'm going to be cutting 16 loaves of soap that I made yesterday, 8 loaves of Charcoal Sage and 8 loaves of Lavender Fields. So hopefully you'll find it fun. I have my coffee. I have to have coffee. I'm in my new soap shop workshop. I've only had it for a couple months now, so I'm really enjoying it. It's now was in the house, it's now in the garage, so I basically almost doubled or almost tripled my space. So it's a lot more fun out here, and I'm able to open the big garage door, and on a beautiful day like today, the sun is shining, I've got a nice cool breeze. It's just like a great energizing place to work now. Hopefully the background noise, the few cars going by, maybe a couple planes, hopefully won't be too bad. But anyways, let's have some fun. So I'm just going to take a sip of coffee and get my gloves on, and let's unmold everything first. That's what I'll do, unmold and show you, and then we'll start cutting. Okay? Good coffee. And then please feel free to ask any questions if you have any questions about soap, or if you're new to Sunny Bunny Gardens. I haven't been too active on TikTok yet. I'm kind of mainly been an Instagrammer, so I do have a lot more followers on Instagram. So if you want to go check that out, feel free. But all right, so this is a 5-pound mold, and this is a charcoal sage. So I'm going to be taking them out of all the molds first. They may go out of screen every now and then while I do that, but and then we'll start cutting. So, but yeah, I make all natural soap made from organic oils and butters, and I use excuse me. I try to use this a lot of botanicals on the tops of my soaps. So again, if you're new to Sunny Bunny Gardens, you might notice that a lot of my soaps have lots of botanicals that I actually grow and dry in my own garden. What was it? Today's Monday. On Saturday, I did a live on Instagram and took everybody out to the garden to see all the flowers and stuff, and we picked some and put them out in my big dryer that I have outside for the botanicals. But I do have a lot of soapers who follow, and they asked a lot of great questions. So again, I will try to keep my eye open for any questions that you guys might have. And we'll just have some, have some soapy fun. And I gotta get these out. And you might hear that plane going overhead. We have a small private airport fairly close to my house, and we hear some of the small planes. But it's going to be killer hot today. I'm in Southern California, so it's going to be almost 90 degrees today. So I had to get into the shop a bit early to try to beat the heat before it starts to get too hot out here to work. So I'm going to try to go a little fast without it being obnoxious, but just to try to, like I said, beat the heat. Summers are pretty brutal out here, and I definitely savor days that are less than 90 degrees. And those days will be pretty few and far in between coming here shortly. So, okay. Now I'm like I said earlier, I'm pretty new to TikTok. So, if I'm not real sure like how many people will see this, and if there's any cool like little doodads that I need to do. So just let me know if you guys have any questions or anything that you would maybe like to see or talk about, since I am so new and new to this platform. I do see some other soapers on TikTok, but I haven't really seen a whole ton. So I'm not really sure if people are even interested in how soap is made and what it looks like when you're making it. I've been thinking about doing maybe some lives of actually making the soap. So I'm real curious to see if anybody's even interested in seeing that. Oh, you moved from Bakersfield. So where are you now? So you're missing California? I know Bakersfield gets really hot. That's in the Central Valley, right? That gets really, really hot. So where are you now? I can't read what your handle is. I'm sorry. I should have put my glasses on. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I can't complain about the California weather when the weather is nice, but lately, our summers just get so hot that, when it's triple digits for days and weeks at a time, it's just, oh my gosh, it's just awful. You're in Pennsylvania now. Okay, that's so funny because that's actually, we're thinking about moving there, where we kind of have like a 5-year plan to get out of California. Just because, it's so overcrowded, and population and the heat and everything. And we're thinking about Pennsylvania. Whereabouts in Pennsylvania, if you don't mind me asking, because we want to start going out there and like checking the state out and trying to, find a place, area that we would like. So let me know whereabouts you are. I'll make a mental note to look into it. And it's so Easton, huh? Is that like in the east part of the state, west part of the state? Kind of like whereabouts is that in Pennsylvania? Because, yeah, we're thinking like Pennsylvania, maybe Vermont, upstate New York. Those are kind of the areas that we're like already kind of thinking about, looked into just a little bit, just online and stuff, looking at the weather. We're an hour from New York. Oh, okay. So, and that's the other thing too, that we're thinking like moving, what would kind of be a great thing about moving out there is that it seems like you just have a lot more historical places to visit that's within driving distance. I mean, I think we've already been everywhere that we would want to go to in California, and everything just takes forever to get there. And that's one thing I think about kind of the East Coast is, you're able to go to so many places without a huge amount of driving. And I'm hoping the traffic isn't as bad as here it is in Southern California. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just, I don't want to make this into a bitch fest or anything, but the traffic here is just god awful. Even in small, kind of smaller suburbs like where I'm at, it takes you 30 minutes to get anywhere, even if it's just like 10 minutes away. You need to give yourself 30 minutes. But, so yeah, too many people. It's too hot. We're just getting over it as we're getting older, So we're definitely making that kind of our retirement plan, is to move out of state and get away from the heat and all the people and stuff. No offense to all the people, but it's just so crowded here. Born and raised in California. Been here. Oh, was it a culture shock? I'm a little worried about that too. Yeah, because even though I was born here, I was raised a little bit in the Midwest, but then came back to California as a teenager. So I've pretty much been in California my entire life. So I know a little bit about, you know, different types of areas because I did live in the Midwest when I was a kid. But yeah, I'm a little worried about what kind of culture shock we'll have. And green, green, green. Yes, yes. I want green. I want green so bad. I mean, we get green here now. I mean, maybe 4 months out of the year, maybe 5 if we're lucky. And then after that, everything's yellow and brown. And, I would love to be able to, you know, be able to look out my door and see green. And I'm not afraid of snow because, like I said, I did grow up in snow when I was a kid. My husband's a little bit more afraid of that because he is literally born and raised in California, never has lived in snow. But he's starting to hate the heat too so much that he's actually like, I think I can handle snow just because I don't want to handle this heat anymore. And I just think the older that you get, sometimes the heat is just too much. I know it physically, I can't handle it anymore. But all right, let's, I got all of the charcoal sage bars unmolded. So I'll give you a little sneak peek. So the charcoal sage, this is one of my men's bars. It smells so good. I make this with activated charcoals to color it black and French green clay. So there's just a little bit of a green swirl in it. And I scent this with lavender and sage. So it has a real earthy scent to it. And let's see if we can show you. So I do just a real fine green swirl in this. This will darken up a bit as it's curing. And like I said, this is one of my men's bars. And as a lot of people probably already know, but I'll probably just mention it just in case, you know, activated charcoal is really, really great for the skin. It really helps remove impurities and dirt from your pores. So a lot of people that have like acne problems or, you know, that, I know I can't do medical claims. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it can help. It may help. We have to be so careful here in the US because we're not allowed to say certain things like that. So, but it's a really nice bar and get a lot of kind of like, you know, teenagers and stuff. It's a great bar for teenage boys because it doesn't smell too feminine, and it's great for acne, and it kind of just has a cool look. So this is a great bar. I really like this bar. My husband really likes this bar, and it just smells so yummy. So let's just keep going. We'll keep going here. I do an Instagram live on Saturday mornings. I do kind of like a soap cutting with coffee and vegan donuts. I'm a donut freak and I'm a vegan, so I eat vegan donuts. So it's kind of like my thing for Saturday mornings is cut soap, have some coffee and some vegan donuts and chit chat about soap or life or moving to Pennsylvania, things like that. So, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm just making stacks out of the way. And then once I finish cutting the soap, I do stamp all my soaps with Sunny Bunny Gardens logo. I don't do that on the live though because it's kind of loud and obnoxious sounding, and I just figure that not too many people are probably going to want to, you know, hear a bunch of pounding because that's what I'm doing is, you know, pounding on the soap, and it's a little loud. So I just do the cutting. But like I said earlier, I'm thinking about maybe doing a live of the actual making of the soap. We'll see if I do that. I'm still pretty new to the lives and the videos and that kind of stuff. It's something that I'm also doing for myself to get over my fear of being in front of people. And I finally just told myself to try to just get over it and, you know, not be frightened to try new things. And that has been something that I have a problem with, of being, you know, frightened of trying new things. So I'm trying to push myself to get out there and not be so afraid to talk to people and, you know, see this side, because usually I'm just behind the camera and not in front of it. But it's been fun. It's been fun. A lot of I get a lot of great questions and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if maybe some TikTok people will get into it too. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. The sound of the strings coming down is so relaxing and satisfying. There's a lot of things about soap making that's just kind of relaxing and satisfying. Even just like watching the oils turn in your blender, and then the pouring process, the cutting, the sound of the strings, things like that. The other day, last week I made a soap that I use bubble wrap on to give kind of like a honeycomb look, and just pulling the bubble wrap off, you know, it's just one of those kind of like, oh, it's just a satisfying sound. So there's so much about soap making that is fun and but challenging, don't get me wrong. Come on, there we go. Some days like today, I feel like I have to use a little bit more muscle to get these cut. This is almost like my little mini workout. I don't like working out, so I'll just pretend that this is my workout. This is my upper body workout. Yeah, I know it's bad, and I know it's bad. I know you're supposed to exercise, work out, and all that kind of shit, but I'm just not one of them. I just really suck at it, and I don't like it. I don't like to sweat. So what can I say? That's just a little bit about me. I don't like to, I don't like how I feel afterwards, which is just the opposite of what everybody says about working out, right? Oh, there we go. All right, we're getting there. We'll be getting to the lavender here in a few minutes. And I, normally I make 16 loaves of soap per week. But I've been really busy this last month or so, so I've been having to do 32. So the last few weeks I've been doing 32 loaves a week to try to keep up. And I'm hoping now that I'm a little caught up and I can get back to just the 16, you know, per week. But we'll see. Obviously, as you grow, you have to continue to, you know, you need product, right? Got to have enough product for everybody. Okay. All right, come on. Couple more. There we go. Oh, this one has a little bit more, a little more swirly on that one. A little bit more. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe I'll do lives on TikTok on Mondays when I have more soap to cut, and then stick to the Saturdays with Instagram. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Wow, this one really came out swirly. That one's pretty cool. I kind of like thin swirls. I like all swirls. What am I talking about? I like them all. I even like just straight pours too. I just love soap. I'm just in it. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I need to put my glasses on. N-U-V-G-N. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your handle right. But thank you. I appreciate that. You're sweet. Okay, so I've already did the 8 loaves of the charcoal sage, so I'm just going to move this over and let's unmold the lavender. Oh, and let's have a little bit of a coffee break too. I gotta have coffee. I can't survive without coffee. And let me kind of clean up this little mess a little bit too. Get all these little soap crumbs. I gotta... Okay, a little more coffee. Just a play on words, okay. Oh, new vision, okay. Thank you. You know, sorry. It's just, I mean, it's easy to kind of see the comments, but yet they make the handles like almost impossible to see. Like it's just really dark and I just can't see them very well. So I know on Saturday when I finished the live out in the garden, it was so bright out there that I couldn't read my phone at all. And I felt really bad, you know, because, you know, people were saying things and, you know, asking questions and blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't read anything. And so I was like, well, next time I do that, I probably should wear sunglasses or something. So I don't know how else to change anything on your phone to try to make it to where you can see that stuff better. Either that or I'm just getting old and my eyes just aren't working well. I don't know. And it might be that. It might be the latter. It might just be me. It might just be my old eyes. Old eyes. So this is the lavender. Let me unmold it and I'll show you. And this has all dried botanicals from my garden on top. And so let me pull this out and then we'll show you. Try to be a little more careful with this when I have the botanicals and stuff. The lavender fields, I color with alkanet root powder or alkanet root. It depends on, you know, whether I pulverize it or not. And then I infuse the alkanet in olive oil for about 6 weeks. And then that's what I use in the batter. And it doesn't look too dark now, but it will start to darken as it cures. But this is the lavender fields. And so if you're able to see, like, I put all those botanicals are dried from my garden. And then I have about, I think it's 6 or 7 foot tall dryer that it's like this hanging mesh dryer thing. That has like these different levels in it, and I can then, you know, I dry the blooms, you know, according to color so that I can, you know, keep them all like separate. So I keep like the blues and purples together and the pinks and reds and yellows and oranges, you know, that kind of stuff to keep them organized so that then once everything's dry, I keep them in separate bins, color-coded bins. So depending on the soap that I'm designing and topping, I then, you know, can go and pick whatever the colors, or like, for instance, this particular bar is a mixture. So I then have a separate container for just like a complete mix like this. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're sweet. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm like way more careful with when there's all these blooms on top, because it can get a little messy. But then I don't like to waste anything, so all the extra that kind of starts to fall off, this will go right back into my container. I don't want to waste all these blooms. I worked hard to grow them, and I don't want this stuff just to go in the trash. And obviously, you know what's going to happen? They'll kind of fall off a little bit. And I have had people ask, do the blooms like clog up your sink or your drains and this and that? And I've never had any complaints of that, because they are really small. They're going to just, you know, go down. But if there's ever a question, like if, you know, if you maybe just have an old house or something with bad pipes or whatever and you're concerned, you can easily flick all of the botanicals from any of my soaps off prior to use. And just, you know, put them in your compost bin. If you have a compost bin, if you're a gardener. Oh, I think it's a little coffee. Saturday, you missed me, you know, totally talking and eating with my mouth full with my vegan donut. But what can you do? When you have an addiction, sometimes you just gotta go with it. And I have a vegan donut addiction. There we go. But I don't allow myself to have them more than once or twice a week. All right. I think we lost connection. Oh, really? Oh, so does that mean that I'm not still on? I can't tell. It still looks like I'm on this side. Uh-oh, I don't want to be completely talking to myself. Has it gone back on yet? Are you able to tell me if it's still there? I don't even know how to. Oh, great. I am not a very technical person. I don't even know what to do if it supposedly if I lost connection. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Well, crapola. Are you still there? And I don't think I can even like do anything, right? Wow, I feel so lame right now. Well, crap. Do I just go off and then go back on? I wonder. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? What if I hit this? Because, I mean, it looks like I'm still live. Am I? I'm just going to start touching stuff and see what happens. End live? No, cancel. Huh, well, it says that I don't know, it says that I'm still live, so I'm going to keep going. We'll see. Got just a couple more loaves to unmold. Oh, I'm so disappointed that seriously, if I'm just like literally talking to myself, I don't know. I'm just gonna feel like a complete asshole. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what else I could be doing. I don't know. I mean, it still shows that there's 2 people watching, but yet, if someone is there, if you could maybe just say, hey, you're still live, it would be great. That, or I'm maybe just going to start it over, because I'm not really sure what else to do. Because how boring is this? I mean, totally boring. I guess the worst case, I can go ask my husband to go see if he can see me live. So weird. Okay. NUVGN. We were talking earlier. Do you still see me? Are you still there? Because it says that you joined, but that you lost connection. So, okay, back on. Oh, thank God. Seriously, I was like literally starting to sweat going, I'm talking to myself. Back on, yay. That's so weird because it didn't look like anything different on my end. So, like I said, I'm so new to this shit that I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. Hold on. Swing that over. I don't know. I mean, all this stuff is, God, that's annoying. Motorcycles. I don't want to be a Karen. I don't mean to be a Karen. It's just freaking annoying. Oh, this one's stuck. This one's stuck. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. See what I was saying earlier? It is sometimes a workout. Wow, this is not coming out. Oh, wonderful content, isn't it? Just, it's so... I heard you but couldn't see you. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, who knows? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, it's starting out great, isn't it? Come on now. I wonder why my hands are so tired by the end of the day. Oh my God. Okay. So see, what do I need to work out for? That was enough. And plus these are like 5 pounds each. You know, and then when I put, 4 loaves on a cure rack, cure tray, I've got a giant Carpenter Bee that just came in here. Go away, baby. That's 20 pounds. So yeah, I guess I do kind of get a little bit of a workout by soap making. Using some muscles. And then just, yeah, there is actually a lot of lifting. I do have to ask my husband to do a lot of the heavy lifting because I have a bad back. Monday, really loud. Sorry, a lot of loud shit going by. Let me grab my container for this. So I just keep my mixture in a big canning jar. And I'm going to keep all this. There's no reason to waste it. Are you serious? You're going to keep doing that? I'm not a fan of the sound of motorcycles. Sorry, just not. And a big bee. Hey, bee. We don't want you in here right now, though, baby. Can you go and find one of my many flowers outside? Go. Oh my God, I got the bees. Okay, he just left. Yay. Even though they're actually those big black Carpenter Bees, they're really docile, super docile. They just sound and look really intimidating, but they're super sweet. And we actually have a pretty big tree stump that we found somewhere, and we were just kind of using it as like a little coffee table in the backyard. It's actually great for like a little coffee table to put next to your chair, lounge chair, whatever. And we started noticing that Carpenter Bees were drilling little holes and making their nests in there. And so they've been doing that now for probably 3 or 4 years. So they keep coming back. So we just keep them there for them. They stay away from our house. Like they haven't ever gone into our eaves or, done any damage to the house. Because I've, heard that they can. But they don't. They just use this, the stump. And I figured, that's awesome. We'll just keep it out there for them. So this is just a single pour, so it's just going to be kind of a straight purple, but it does have like some little specks of the alkanet root in it. So it kind of has a nice little rustic look, and then, topped with the dried botanicals on it. So this is the Lavender Fields bar. And like I said, that'll darken up to a real pretty rustic looking purple. Maybe I'll go grab, here, I'll go grab a cured bar. Like so, it'll darken up quite a bit to something, you know, dark like that. You know, I picked one that has like botanicals all over the front. Sorry. Okay, back in frame. So, oh God, is he coming back? Oh my God, the freaking motorcycle. I don't know where this guy came from. I've never heard him out there before. I guess that's supposed to be cute that he's like got his little daughter or something on it, but I don't think it's cute. Sorry, it's annoying. Okay. So after I'm done doing this and after I stamp, then I've got body butters to make today. I need to restock. So that's always fun to pull out the big mixer. I don't know. Maybe I should do something like that live. We'll see. You know, I'm just trying to, you know, think of new kind of fun things that maybe people might find interesting. A lot of people don't know anything about, you know, how these handmade products, you know, are made. And so I guess, you know, doing things like this just to kind of educate people, and plus to just kind of see all that goes into, you know, that would that be fun to see the body butters? Yeah, because there's a lot that goes into it, you know, making stuff by hand. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. I mean, I see a lot of people complaining about the cost, which kind of sucks, because maybe if they did understand how much goes into it, and especially if you're a small business like me, pretty much do everything myself. My husband helps me on a few things, but you know, there's a lot. And ingredients are expensive, and even more so now. And especially if you're, you know, doing everything organically and organic products and, you know, ingredients, I should say, it's expensive. And there's just a lot of things to do, a lot of research, a lot of trial and error. There, you know, a lot of time goes into, you know, formulating your recipes and doing the labeling and, you know, just all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot that goes into making handmade. So I'm hoping that, you know, videos like this can kind of, you know, let people know that when they are purchasing handmade products, that there's, you know, a lot of time and effort and love that goes into it. So, you know, you're not only plus helping out that person, but then all the, you know, companies that business has to buy from for ingredients. Well, that's a whole stem. I don't want a stem in here. Get that out. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will. We'll see. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be really hot today. So that's the other thing too. When I'm doing videos, I go a bit slower than when I'm just doing it on my own. And I'm a little bit on a kind of a time crunch before it starts getting killer hot. And then I'm just going to be sweating and start getting bitchy. And I don't want to get all bitchy. Get all bitchy because it's hot. And this will be my first summer working out here, because I was making everything in the house to where I had, you know, one room converted for my workshop, but then I had to make, you know, almost everything in the kitchen. So then part of my kitchen was converted for the business, and then having to do all my labels in an office. So I was basically in 3 spaces, it was a pain in the ass. It was really a pain in the ass to be in 3 spaces for years and years and years. So when we finally decided to convert part of the garage, because my husband's business is out in the garage, but he was then able to condense his equipment down, and we kind of traded the one room in the house to where he now puts like inventory and things like that in there, and then only has his big equipment out here. So he now has about 1/4 of the garage, and I have about 3/4 of the garage. And it has been amazing to be out here now, have everything in one spot and not having to go back and forth and cart things, you know, to different parts of the house to do. It was now that I think about it, I almost can't believe I did it for so many years like that. So being out here, and plus it feels like I'm working outside with the big garage door open, and I love being outside. I'm a gardener, so I really love being outside. So now I'm like going, oh my God, it's like working outside. Except when it's going to be freaking 90 degrees. That I know I'm not going to like. But we're going to probably get an AC unit out here, because I have to watch the butters and stuff. I don't want my butters to melt out here. So we're going to be working on getting some kind of AC unit put back here. And we'll see how that goes. If we're able to at least keep the temp down to below 80 is you know, sufficient. But it'll get sometimes over 100 degrees out in the garage in the dead of summer. And then all the butters would just be completely liquefied, and that would be awful, because I don't want all that inventory. So I have a lot of inventory. I don't want that to be all ruined or to have to redo it. All right, we're getting down there. We're getting to be almost done with the lavender fields. So pretty. I really love lavender. I know lavender isn't for everyone. I mean, you usually kind of think, wow, doesn't everybody love lavender? No, not at all. Not everybody loves lavender. I love lavender. I have so much lavender growing in lavender bushes on the property. I've lost track of how many we have. I absolutely love it. And it's a, you know, kind of pretty much a low maintenance, fairly water tolerant plant as well, so it just works really great for our climate. I don't know what I'm going to do when we move, but I guess, you know, I'll just work with whatever plants, you know, are, you know, grow better on the East Coast, because that'll be completely new. I don't know anything about gardening on the East Coast, so that's going to be a big thing for me to have to learn. So I'm used to, you know, where I'm at, Southern California, it's pretty much like desert weather. I mean, it really is. So, okay, well, see, I'm telling you, it's a workout, right? I can say that I work out. I can say that. In the wintertime, it gets even tougher, because the soap gets hard, you know, because of the cold, even quicker. So I have to, you know, really make sure that I cut before it gets way too hard. And then I'm struggling, and then that's just embarrassing. Okay, this is the last chunk. Last chunk. Okie dokie. All right. Now I just do a quick little clean of the cutter, because, you know, it gets soap and stuff. So I just use a little, I don't know, little brush thing just to get in there and clean it so that my equipment stays clean. And a little raggy thing, and wipe that down. Try to always, you know, obviously we're dealing with skincare stuff. We want to keep our workspace and our equipment clean, dust dirt-free, hair-free, all that kind of stuff. And keep everything nice and sanitized. All right. So I got that and my little tools, my little doodads. And this goes back. Okay, well, I know that I didn't have a ton of viewers for my first live, but thank you so much. I really appreciate your little but double. I'm sorry, beer. Wait, what did I? Uh-oh, you're saying something about beer. I missed something. They will eat it. Beer. Oh, what did you say? What did you say? Can you say it again? If you're talking about beer, I want to talk about it. I missed it, and it already went up, and I can't see something about beer. They will eat everything. Are you talking about the bee? Because do bees drink beer? What? Oh, now you totally have my interest piqued of what you were what you're talking about. If you want to say it again. Oh, come on! I want to know what you said. Because it has to do with beer. Are you talking about on the East Coast? I don't know. Maybe you're gone now. Maybe you're not there anymore. So, okie dokie. I guess I'll go ahead and sign off for my first TikTok live. I think I'm going to try to do more. I'm just not really sure like when yet, because like I said before, I do Saturday mornings live on Instagram. And so I'll try to figure out like what would be a good, fun thing to do on TikTok, because I know it's completely different, sometimes completely different people, and they might have, different questions and things like that. So, so thank you so much for coming in today to Sunny Bunny Gardens, and have a great Monday, and we'll see ya. Okay. All right. Bye.